We are live.
Live.
Hello, and welcome to
welcome.
Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Oh, great. Now Vid's got the giggles.
There a lot of behind the scenes conversations. We won't put it out in public, but
No.
It's still showing the starting soon screen and there's no audio.
Mine came over.
That sounds like.
Oh, there it goes. Maybe I just have that much of a lag. Let me try refreshing.
Oh, we're on the map page. Oh well, never mind. We can be on the map.
yeah,
So
no harm.
yes, we're Rime of the Frostmaiden. We're continuing in Revel's End. However, we first have some links here.
Yes, and there are the links. The links to all the things. That's our link tree. If we have a link, it's in there. YouTube, Imgur, if you want some digital maps to use in your own online games. Our Discord, of course. I think there's a TikTok one in there too. I don't know that we've ever put anything on it, but it's in there. And then, of course, down at the bottom of the page is the channel points that you can use to buy stuff to help or hinder the party. The longer you watch, the more you get. And that's it. Pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Same
Indeed,
as
yes.
this campaign, really. It's also pretty easy. What happened last time?
Yeah. Did you just call me Alexica again?
Yes. What happened last time, Corgi? Oh yeah. So I before you say that, before I said hello Alexica, Corgi's character. No, I didn't say that. What did I actually say, Corgi?
I said, can you open Alexica's character sheet?
Yes. Can I open? Yeah. Can you open? Yeah. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
confused. It's late. Okay, give me a break.
Kerfuffle.
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 What happened last time, Corgi?
What happened last time? So we had just made it to the gates of Revel's End and we were invited inside. The guard escorts us to a room and locks us inside. Several minutes later, the warden Martha introduces herself to the group. After informing her that they wish to speak with Gant, prisoner 237, she offers them to rest in the guest quarters. Inside the common area, they meet 3 of the Absolution Council. Jill speaks with Zakum and Gareth about Gant. Apparently, the Arcane Brotherhood abandoned him after the uprising that he caused. The next morning, they hear a scream from the kitchen. Upon investigating, they find a blood stain on the floor. They head to the infirmary to see if anyone has been injured. They don't find anyone, but they do find a corpse that has had a foot-long creature with gnarly teeth and a big head burst out of its chest. It is the man that they had actually seen in the halls the day prior that was speaking about the blue one. Just then a guard joins them, looking quite ill. He suddenly attacks the brother healer, screaming about the blue one. They grab him and restrain him to a bed. And that is where we left off last time.
Indeed.
Doom,
Yes,
doom, doom.
this guard here is now restrained. This actually is a corpse over here of the one that has had a chest infection of some sort. So this is what happens when you get a cold.
This is what happens when you get a cold in Revel's End, your chest explodes.
Yep.
Common
It's
cold.
problematic.
Oh.
So I think you guys were just as this guard thing happened. I think you were searching the room for some sort of evidence of this thing
Yes.
that had crawled out. Yeah.
And I aced smelling what the creature smelt like as well.
You did, yes. And I don't know if we rolled for that. Yes, we did. There's smelling, there's nature rolls, there's all sorts. However, could we have some... Sorry?
Yeah, the nature rule is to know if I had heard of any creature that was capable of doing like what, like to fit the description, and I failed that. But the smelling I aced.
You know,
So-
something different or something like that. How it's defined, I think.
Yeah.
You don't know
So
what
could
it
we
is,
have a
but
perception roll from everybody quickly here. Just to,
Which roll?
perception.
Perception.
The
perception.
most common skill in the universe, I would say.
Ooh, a dirty 20.
24.
Corgi, we need Alexica to roll.
I'm getting there. I was typing things.
Alexica, we need
14.
Corgi to roll as well.
She had to lower the standing desk though.
Yes. Stop it with that, man. It's too funny.
He's just imagining me standing and then pushing a button and sitting down 2 inches into my chair.
Meh. Meh.
Alright. So, Gareth and Sakum, as you guys are searching around there, you glance, but you both glance over at Corgi. No, frick, at Alexica.
Alexia?
At the same time, and and you know, she's down on all fours, sniffing the ground, looking under a one of these tables where prisoners can lay if they're ill. And you see, sort of from up high, from like a pipe, or in between 2 pipes, you see thing just drop down onto her back.
Dog, why are you always picking on me?
I pull out my dagger and I stab her.
Lucky I don't have my axe.
You don't have your weapons, guys.
I thought I kept daggers. I thought I
Lucky
kept
I don't
daggers.
have my axe.
Daggers. Ah, yeah.
You
Alright,
guys can keep
I
your
got it.
daggers.
I got a quarterstaff too, so I hit her with my I hit her with my quarterstaff trying to kill the mosquito on her back.
There it is. Can you see it? It's super tiny. Let's see here. If we have a, do we have a handout? Better. No, we do not. Okay.
What's
So
It's
we can
weird
roll
on
some
this map.
initiative to start off here. There we go.
weird on the map is even the tokens are kind of faded for me, so they look red. Weird.
It's the red overlay
Yeah.
because
Ooh.
because of the red light. So everything is kind of a red overlay.
No,
Oh,
we give
shoot.
away far too much information in this freaking campaign.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I'm not being added, but I rolled an 8 first, but I'm clicking on my character and I ain't adding to the turn.
That's fine. I'll add you manually. If I can remember how to do that. Add turn.
I mean,
You can say
it's pretty accurate. My role.
Yes, it is. Oh
Situation.
man, I love it when the story sort of just emerges
Yeah.
from die rolls. So this thing lands on her, and it just
I'm
puts,
just.
puts.
I was just gonna say, I'm just imagining what's coming up is going to be like that scene from Home Alone, where Marv
The
is
spy-
about to attack Harry, and he's like, Marv.
Yep.
Like
That's it.
not aware what's going on.
Let's go. Stay still. Stay very still.
This thing just tries to bite into her neck, you know. But 15, I think, doesn't.
15 does not. No.
All right. It is your turn, Gareth.
Okay, I am. Well, I guess I'm going to rage bonus action,
Mhm.
and I am going to try to grab this thing.
Oza just rated us with 4 viewers. Thank you, Oza. Good to see you.
Oh yes, hey Oza.
Hello,
Oza's, Oza's spreading the corgi raid from earlier.
So,
Phoenix guy.
what would you like? An unarmed strike to hit, I guess, or
well, it's a grapple, isn't it? So yeah.
I'm gonna try and grab it. So I mean, I can give you a strength roll. I can give you whatever you want.
Yeah, it's that skill, athletics. That's what it is.
Athletics.
Athletics.
So we're trying to save Corgi's character from
Team.
a monster on her back.
Oh yeah, and they need to roll. This is gonna be. Dick. It rolls a 5. You grapple it. You got it in your hands, and you notice that it's literally very much a head with like a trailing off tail, and the whole thing is a muscle. You know.
Is it slimy?
It's very slimy, and it's also covered in blood, and it has big, sharp, pointy, needly teeth that it tries to bite Alexica with. But you do have it, and you can pull it off of her.
I will do that. I will pull it off of her.
Cool. Sakum, you're up.
Well, you got it now, Gareth. What do you want to do? You want to keep it, or want me to kill it?
I don't want to keep it. If you can kill it, do so.
I'll reach out to grab it with shocking grasp. Insulate yourself. Shocking grasp.
How's he supposed to do that?
He's a barbarian. He'll be all right. 19.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, go for it.
I think I don't know what his armor class is. Are you kidding me?
What could
6?
possibly go wrong?
6.
Would you roll a 19? Oh, you got me too, but
Yeah, that's fine, but the
6 damage.
is 0 here. Did you roll 6? Did you say?
Yeah,
I rolled yeah, 6. Yep.
oh yeah, that's funny. You're getting you got a null.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
null,
I don't know why I
plus
did that.
4. Yeah. I don't know. It was doing that to you last week too, wasn't it? Or the week before?
Week before.
It was, yeah. It's weird.
That's pretty funny.
That's probably the thing needing to update. But let's never mind that. We can figure it out. It does
Yeah.
tell you the roll if you hover over it. It tells half the roll in it. Okay, so you sap it. It just flies across the room, and it lays there and it sort of jerks. See my hand movement here?
Yep. It's like it's a dying fish. Quick, Alexa, bite it.
That's it. You stand up, Alexica. What do you do?
No pun intended.
I pull out the ice knife dagger,
Okay.
and I go to stab it.
Right. Could you roll a what would that be in this game? A wisdom test?
Oh,
Just a wisdom check?
wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Wisdom
Just
saving throw?
an ability test.
Or a check or a save?
Check. Check. That's the word.
Okay.
Too many systems, man.
A dirty 20.
Alright. You very calmly and collectedly walks over and you walk over and you just stab it once. It's definitely dead.
Okay, it's definitely dead, and now it's frozen.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What was that thing?
Is this the thing that burst out of that man's chest and about to potentially burst out of that man's chest?
Do you sort of present it to Father whatchamacallit?
I point to it on the floor.
Eldon on the dagger.
Oh, just holding it up on the dagger.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's skewered, shish kebabbed.
Just like it is like a whole piece of ham steak, just holding it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, he is shocked. By the way, he also saw this, but you know he didn't have time to react. before the very violent barbarian just sort of grabbed the thing. And the even more violent priest just sapped the barbarian.
I look at Kareth and be like, he's gonna think that you're part of his religion.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's an Ilmater. Yes. It says that looks. I mean, I didn't get a good look before, but that looks decidedly like the thing. What is it?
I instantly am gonna drop it to the floor and I'm gonna go over to the guy that's freaking out and just give a good smell.
Yeah. So you can roll for that for smelling again, because there are nuances here. You do smell it on him.
Nuances.
Yes. There's a certain bouquet to the smell.
18.
Insulate yourself has been clipped.
No, he smells roughly the same, but there is a nuance. He doesn't smell exactly the same.
Smells medium rare.
He smells a bit more pungent, guy.
Like more pungent as in like human stinky smell or
No.
creaturey smell?
So of this creaturey smell, there's a bit more pungence to that creaturey smell on this guy.
I think we should put this man in something so that if something comes out, that it can't get out. Thank you. Because I believe whatever is in this one is stronger than that one. It has. There's more nuance to the pungency.
What is there anything in the room? Is there anything in the room that would be considered like a vessel, right? Is there a cabinet or a barrel or a
for him?
for just in general? Is there anything in the room that would be considered a
there are
containment
plenty of
device?
vials and like glass jars and things like that.
All right. Well, if there's anything in the room that's large enough to fit a body, I'm going to suggest to shove him in it. I can put him in that.
Eldon says, Brother Eldon says, but I mean, he's restrained.
But
Burst
the thing
out of his
inside of him
chest,
isn't.
it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Do you have a net?
Do you have a coffin? We'll put him in a coffin.
Wait a minute, brother Eldon says, this is now an infection. It's spreading, isn't it? This guy's a prisoner. I mean, this guy's a guard. This guy's a prisoner. This guy's a guard. How did this happen?
Looking at what the creature is now, can I roll a nature to see if I know what it is?
Sure.
Okay. For fart's sake, an 8. It was a 16 for half a second.
That thing sat on your back and tried to enter you through the neck. That's all you can think about, really.
Okay. It tried to get inside. It was going to eat my sweet little cute guts.
Yes. So we can have Brother Eldon roll as well, maybe? Should just roll a d20 and see what happens. Yeah. So I've never heard of this, he says, but judging from the teeth, it's obviously carnivorous, right? It's my estimation then that this thing will eat a lot. And if you look, and he sort of starts opening it with the scalpel and dissect it, and he says, look at this belly that it has. The whole thing is a belly, except for the head, and it's super stretchy. It can probably eat many times its body weight, really fast.
Right. It's a stomach with teeth.
Yep, that's it. It's a stomach with teeth. Well put, Brother Sakun.
Sakun, if you do that thing to the guard, you can scare it out of him.
What? Shock him?
Whatever
Possibly,
you
but
just did to this one.
Possibly, but I could risk killing the guard.
What? You could have killed me?
No, my friend. Oh, you are more tougher than the guard.
You're much more
I knew
robust.
I knew you can handle it. But I
Is
am
there
thinking about
any
freezing it out of them, though. But it might kill the guard as well. Anything you do to try to kill
I
the
don't think the
parasite
guard is going
will
to
kill the
survive
host.
regardless.
I think we also need to. I mean, obviously that maybe they already know, and that's why the whole place is in lockdown. But we may need to notify the warden of what is happening here as well.
Agree. Containment might be in order, but what we know of these creatures, they could pass through physical medium, so we don't know what container we could possibly contain this thing in.
Well, can they though?
Pass through what
I
makes you
thought-
believe that? It popped out of that pipe up there, right?
The one was hiding in the ceiling.
Yeah.
The
So
one
he
in the
was still in the
kitchen.
room.
That's true. I figured the one in the kitchen got out with the locked doors too.
So, do you think like one of these ate like a whole guard, like in just one big chunk?
I think it'd eat Gareth in one big chunk.
These
I
pipes
believe.
that you talk about, the brother says, I've never really thought about these pipes. It's possible that they connect all of the rooms in the prison.
Oh, now.
question
I
is,
don't think
how
this
many-
is worth it. Let's just burn this place to the ground. And
Yes, I
Fireball?
say fireball. I got a wildfire bolt. Well, the question is how many's affected and how many we killed so far? One, and how do we know exists?
The infection is limited to here. If we still leave, well, I smell Gareth and Zakum.
Yeah.
You'll regret that.
They smell their normal pungent selves.
I lift up my little armpit and I go and smell myself.
You realize she's a dog, so where is she gonna smell you, guys? Anyway,
You can tell a whole bunch about people.
yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you also smell normal to yourself.
Oh, I actually don't pick up my armpit. I get down like I'm about to lick my butt, but
Yeah.
smell it instead.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Anyway,
if we're deeming the guard to be toast, it would be best to freeze the parasite. I guess what I'm thinking is if you kill the guard, you may not kill the parasite, and the parasite will escape out of the host.
right.
You will have to freeze both, and ice dagger is probably the best contraption for that.
Possible. But we can't
If not-
just, kill a wounded man, can we?
Oh, I agree. No,
Says Brother Adam.
it'd be morally
What's his
wrong.
name? Eldon. Heat sakes. So you said how many there are, Avalar. It's a pretty good question, right? Brother Eldon says, well, this prisoner here is the only one that's died. Oh, but wait, he says, this is why we were on lockdown to begin with, actually. We had some horses and dogs here, and they died mysteriously just the day before you came.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm trying to-
unsure
I'm trying-
how many-
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
trying
we
to
had 3
account.
horses.
Okay.
I can't say how many dogs we had, but we had 3 horses.
And this corpse that you had on the south, it's not in the picture, but there was a corpse on the south when we first got to the room. That's been there for a couple days now. So we have a count in the kitchen with somebody getting affected, coming to the sick bay. And we have other corpse that's been here for a day or so from yesterday. So that's 2 already. When we killed 1, There's still one unaccounted for, and one's in. Okay. So we're looking possibly 2 or 3.
We need to get to the warden, he says. We need to tell the warden
Agreed.
about this, because this is far more serious than I thought.
We're on full quarantine lockdown.
I
Okay.
don't think we can leave this gentleman here alone with this thing about to burst out of his chest.
I'll stay here, Brother Allen says. If you need medical aid, seek me out.
Put a large jar over his chest. Wait
Yeah.
for it.
If something appears to be happening, I will try something like that, he says. In answer to your previous question, Gareth, you could, I guess, lock him in a cupboard. Like, there are cupboards here, but he would be super uncomfortable, and he couldn't be restrained in the same way in the cupboard, you know what I mean? So
Maybe
Do we have a
also
coffin?
plug
there's
up
not
that-
really
those-
any place
that
to put
pipe.
him. I
Do we have a
can put
coffin?
him in one of the cells, I suppose, says Brother Alden. Like in the prison itself.
I mean, keeping him quarantined is probably a better idea.
Well,
Yeah.
if you put him in a cells, is there a pipe access in the ceiling from the cells? I guess I'll assume not, probably. Like this room here.
I have no clue, he says. I have never really thought about these pipes. Anyway, he
I would
says...
say plug that pipe up there, you know? Put something large and hard and not organic in that hole. Don't take that out of context.
Of course not. Why would we? Only you would do such a thing. So what I will say, he says, I will try and do that. But here, he says, and he rips off of this guard. He rips off the embroidered sort of metal thing, uniform thing that he has on, and he gives it to one of you, and he says, "This should open all the doors if you wear it." Okay.
The sigil that they wear? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So now I'm gonna have to go through here and open all the flipping doors in this place. Just a second. Discuss. What are you doing in the meantime?
They tried to eat me because the DM hates me. He's always picking on me.
Always picking on you, huh?
Yes.
The DM, Eldon says, is that your deity?
He is the
Not
deity
mine.
of all deities, the greatest deity of all.
Oh yes, so they all say that. I say that about Ilmater as well.
Well, I mean, like, the DM is a deity that is rumored to be the greatest of all deities, though no proof of their existence has yet been found.
Ah, seems like a weak god to me, he says.
No, greater than all the gods. He could kill you. He could kill your god. Although
Alright,
I think your god may
I-
enjoy it.
Oh, that's true. Right. What's the plan, guys?
To the warden.
Alright, you can now move freely around here and open doors and have a merry old time.
Excellent.
Immediately return to my quarters and collect my things and leave.
The door is locked.
Certainly try.
Dink.
Is
Dink.
it? If you
There it is.
not locked. Right.
Which way?
For being a DM, he sure doesn't know how to use doors.
Hey, I didn't open that.
Not you, Avalon.
Oh, okay. That's the way out. Oh, please.
I would assume that's the way out to the south. Okay. It's cold out there.
Right, so you open the door to this room and you sort of check it out. And in it, you find 3 guards on duty. Let's see here.
Alexa, make sure you close that door behind you. Lock that monster in there.
It seems
Not a
like
nice thing to say about the
whenever
mother.
somebody who doesn't, whenever there's not a sigil near the door, it sort of auto locks.
Oh.
There was a card game going on here until you guys burst through the door. And other than that, there's like a few drinking vessels, a barrel, Embedded in the north wall of the room is an iron lever as well. What's going on and who are you? They say. This guy here seems to.
I am Dr. Alexica Emelina Bailey Goldenmane of the Lord Holt College of Chaos, and we are here on the behest of the Council of Speakers, and also the Warden has allowed us slight free access to the space. But we went to the healthy room. What's that room called? The infirmary, and a thing that burst out of a man's chest was in there and attacked us and it tried to eat me. And there's a guard in there that we fear the same fate awaits him. A creature will burst out of his chest, and we need somebody to help guard that man in case that creature comes out. We need to kill it instantly. It's a stomach with teeth.
Okay, well, he instantly orders one of the guards to go and do that. And as he does, he starts going towards that way. All of a sudden, something big and red sort of just slides out of the ceiling somehow and jumps down behind this guard here.
Alexica makes herself scarce.
Roll initiative.
I think you're gonna have to face the fact that you're still in the room when you can move out on your turn.
That'll eat me in one bite. I'm like a crudité.
Yeah.
Gotta add me in with a 3. I don't know why it's not.
It's fine. I'll do it.
It rolled a 13.12.
Oh, excellent. Good. Well done for a D20. Wow, that is.
So that's interesting. Okay. All right.
At turn 3, you say. How low did you roll, man?
I rolled a 2 and only get 1 bonus.
Okay,
I was totally oblivious. I was trying to
move out of the room if you want to. You're up.
I go whoop outside of the door.
Let's see if we can. We have a picture of this thing.
It's interesting.
Yes,
Its dex modifier is actually a decimal.
That is interesting.
A red slod.
Is
yeah. So what it's done there with the .12 is the dex value, I guess. I don't know why it's done it.
Yeah, because its dex modifier is 1.12.
Yeah.
Strange.
It's done it when I've entered it wrong somehow. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Blend the DM.
Okay, we'll take it. 13's alright. Round down.
Okay, let's go. You ran out. That's your movement. Any action or bonus action or such?
For my action.
Oh, by the way, wait. Before we do anything else, who has the sigil?
Zakum does. So
Okay.
if he gets too far away from the door, it will close.
Just checking. Hmm?
I realize.
Copy that.
Any other action, Alexica?
I am going to. Okay. For my
First trick.
first trick, I am glad that I have an inventory full of daggers.
Good.
Gareth is pretty stunned that Alexica just ran out of the room and left us there.
Yeah.
You, at this point, should you be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should you be-
Zakum doesn't look surprised. Zakum doesn't look surprised. I think our next task will be get our weapons as we prepared for battle.
So I'm gonna grab a dagger out of my bag and I'm gonna chuck it at it.
Right. You're gonna like there maybe? Yeah. Right, cool. We can both that. Maybe you did already.
A
Oh, there we
dirty
go.
20 to hit.
That's a hit for sure.
Right. And because there is somebody who I would consider an ally within 5 feet of it,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
is 17 damage.
Yeah, just as it's about to sort of attack this guard, you strike it with a dagger, thrown dagger, and it gives off some sort of screech. Any other action? If I did already go over.
I'm
I think you have a
debating. I'm like,
bonus action.
should I stay outside of the room and potentially get these guys killed, or should I run back in the room? Because if I'm trapped out here all by myself and he spawns another one in this hallway, I am screwed. Okay, I second guess myself and then I run behind Gareth and then I use the hide action to hide amongst the barrels that you said are on this wall.
Okay, cool. Gareth, it's your go.
Oh, I did see her run in. All right. I was going to be upset if I didn't see her run in.
She
The
seems to be in a
ace.
fit of panic. She ran out and then she ran in. She's just running all over the place. But you did see a dagger fly over towards this thing
Yes.
as well.
So, not having
She's
any
mumbling
weapons,
to herself.
not having any weapons, I guess I'll do an unarmed strike. But I think unless you want to roll this a different way, what I think I'm going to do is charge this thing and grab a chair on my way to it and beat it with it.
Yep, that's fine. Improvised
So-
weapons. Look here, I even have looked up the stats for them that I now cannot find. I think they do a d6 damage. Yeah.
Yeah. How would you like me to roll it? Like, I mean, I can roll unarmed strike. I'm pretty much +7 to hit for everything. But,
Yeah, you're a warrior type, so you're proficient in
yeah.
basically all
So
weapons. aren't you?
17.
That's a hit.
I don't know that I am proficient. Martial and simple weapons.
Yeah, well, chair is a pretty simple weapon, man.
And then a D6.
Plus your whatever you have.
So D6 +4 for strength is an 8. I believe my rage has ended, so I don't have that.
You could have raged before you get that.
Oh yeah, I could have, but I didn't. And then
Okay.
I get a second attack, so I'll hit
Yep.
it again.
All right.
That's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit for sure.
And a 5 damage.
Cool. So, before it's this thing's turn, you can evaluate a little bit. It does for sure take damage, but you notice it's a strong thing. Right. This thing's turn. It will bite the guard, and then it'll probably claw you, Gareth. Yeah, it basically bites the guard and outright kills it. It bites his head off. Bites his head
Nice.
off. And you're just covered in a plume of red. 16 and 24 to hit you with claws.
16. The 24 hits. The 16 misses.
Cool. So you take 10 damage, and you must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Or bad things
Oof,
can
a
happen.
9.
That's a failure.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just put a little orange dot now.
That's a little orange dot.
Well, I can't really size them.
I'm joking.
All right. Sakum, it's your turn. Finally.
All right. I think I'm gonna
I
slide.
took 10 damage on top of it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Slide in front of the barrels, hiding Alexia, and I am going to cast Bless on Garroth. Well, technically it's 3 creatures, so all of us got Bless. Do attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, which is 1 minute. You guys get a D4 between attack roll and a saving roll. Then you add that to your number.
A 1d4?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
just a straight 4? Okay.
Good, good. Is that it?
That is it.
Alex,
Garrett gets a reaction because of Voice of Authority. And so does Alexia.
She does. All right, take your reactions, folks.
I do not have any that I can use, so.
You can throw a dagger.
I will.
Right.
I'll hit him with the chair again.
Yep,
It's a 25 to hit.
that's for sure a hit.
I guess then I can.
And a 7.
I will.
My chair is looking pretty worse for wear.
Yeah.
You don't have to take it, Alexia, if you don't have
Because-
anything.
I was gonna say if I'm hidden, so technically, do I get to take it at advantage?
You can roll your hide now, or did you already roll?
I
it?
did. I rolled. It was an 18.
Yeah, that's for sure hidden. Yes, sure. You can roll with advantage. But you've already used your backstabby.
Don't forget, you
My
get a D4.
backstab?
Your sneak attack.
If you're hit,
Oh.
if you hit, you want to sneak it.
And don't forget, you get a D4.
Yeah, if you need it, I'll tell you if you need to roll your d4.
I didn't. I forgot to do it advantage. Hold on. Oh, for fart's sake. Okay, I'm gonna try rolling my little d4.
You should roll it, so you have a fair chance of. Yeah, you hit. You hit.
Yay! 7 damage.
Cool. It looks bloodied at this. Gareth, you're. No, we skipped Alexica here. It's your turn now, Alexica. That was your reaction.
Okay, so
This is round 2.
I will.
So actually, this is round 2. So you now have a new reaction if you need it, Alexica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
her reaction.
okay,
So
I
her
understand
sneak
what you're
attack isn't a reaction. That's a.
That's a
an
bonus.
other.
No. He's saying if like Zakum gave me like
Oh,
if
gotcha.
Yeah.
I have the opportunity, it's a new round.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Or if you want to
yeah.
do a counter spell or whatever, that reset now again.
Spell,
Not-
he's
not
saying
that you
this
have
little
counter
Korg
spells,
has
but-
magic. She's like a dwarf in Lord of the Rings. She don't got magic. Okay, I guess I will use my bonus action to hide again, and then from that, let me roll. That is a dirty 20. So
You are
I will
hidden.
roll my
You.
dagger with advantage again. $13.
That's a hit.
And
as much as this creature seems really tough, it doesn't seem very agile.
That is 17 damage.
Gareth,
Bigger
it's
they
your
are,
turn.
the harder they fall.
Yes. So being clawed, I will rage.
I think your camera's frozen, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that a little while ago. But so yeah, so
but
I'm
at
gonna
least it's been thought.
I'm gonna rage.
Deep
Yes, I'm
thinker.
deep in thought. So I will rage, and then I will take the broken chair legs and stab him with them.
Yep, sounds good.
So that's a 21 to hit
That's a hit.
I will rage.
for 10 damage,
Nice.
and then I'll stab him with the other leg. Oh, it's only a 9.
You have a
Add
D4
the
to add to
four.
that. though.
D4.
Oh, D4.
D4.
Oh, it's only a 1.
That is a miss. Nice.
Yes.
All right.
Extra 2 because I'm raging on that 10, so it's actually 12 damage.
That's true. Okay, the guards now finally see fit to act.
You guys want to join in here? I mean,
Yeah, so the lieutenant, which is this guy
slight
here,
delay.
he runs up. Really, he runs over the corpse of his dead comrade, and he yells to the other guy, "Get help!" And yeah, he's gonna try and attack him. I need to look. There we go. Man, this is such a.
It's one of
such a
those
good
days.
He draws his long sword and hacks at him twice. He misses the second attack, but does 4 damage. So he did his part. Okay, and this guy, he starts running.
In slow motion.
For 6 seconds, that's pretty fast, okay?
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's true. Yeah, it's true.
Yep. All right, so he's gone. He's yelling as he runs, and then all of a sudden his yelling stops. Can anybody figure out why?
Close the door! Close the door!
Because the idiot ran into the prison.
No.
I would say I was gonna write perception and go like I'm totally focused on the battle. I didn't even hear this guy.
Yeah,
didn't-
yeah. I just thought it was funny. I didn't realize.
I automatically assumed the best. He's dead! He's dead!
Yeah. No, I didn't realize what I had done until I placed him there, and I was like, oh, silence.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
All right.
Say so.
The creature turns to Gareth, who are clearly the biggest threat. It opens its massive jaws and attacks you with a 23,
23 will hit.
and then it slices you with its claws. 11 and 26. I
The
guess
26 will hit.
So the bite does 7 damage. And the claw does 6 damage.
6.
Yep. And you need to do another con save there.
Another con save.
Mhm.
I don't get advantage with rage, right? No, strength saves.
Yeah.
You do get D4 though if you need it.
Yes, so that's a 15.
Yep, the DC is 14, so you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, that was his go. Zaku, you are up.
All right. Surveying the battlefield, I will cast Shield of Faith on Garoth, which is a +2 to your AC for the duration. Plus, you get Voice of Authority, so you get a reaction.
And Alexis,
Nice.
that's a reaction too? No?
Nope, only on target on this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll
You're so
I'll
full
stab-
of colorful
stab
dots
with my
now,
chair leg
Gareth.
again.
Yes. I cast it as a bonus action, so my action. I don't have any offensive spells. I guess we'll do a wildfire bolt cantrip.
Cool. You can take your reaction first, Gareth.
Yes, I will stab him with my chair leg.
Natural 1.
Oh, 26.
Natural. 26 is for sure here.
And that's 6-8 damage.
Cool. And you rolled a natural 1 there on that cantrip. That's missing. Right?
Yep. Goes wide. Like crap. So I kneel down. I'm preparing a reaction spell for shield, just FYI. So I'm gonna prepare for that, just for off round or off my round for reaction. It's like, okay.
All right. So at the end of the round here, this creature looks quite beaten up, and it's your turn, Alex.
Rinse and repeat. I am going to hide.
Shocking.
Actually,
No.
5, 10, 15.
I thought you were already hidden.
No, she hid at the beginning of the last round, and then she
Gotcha.
attacked to hide now.
Gotcha.
Is roll 20 super
Okay.
slow, or what's going on?
What?
I don't see your
No,
rolls.
She hasn't done anything
I'm
yet.
not. I'm thinking. I'm
Oh, you're
thinking.
thinking.
I'm thinking. I'm using my big brain hole
Why
occasionally.
You ever heard of the German Coast Guard? You ever seen that? We're sinking. What are you? We're sinking. What are you thinking about? I'm sorry. Off topic. It just made me think of that. We're sinking. I gotta send it to you. It's
All
pretty
right.
funny.
Being a small creature, I can occupy the same place as a larger creature, but I cannot finish my turn there.
Yes. Okay.
So, I am going to run up in between Gareth's legs, ice dagger in one hand, regular dagger in the other hand, and stab.
Go for it.
No, wait, no, only one dagger. Wait,
Okay.
yeah, no, both daggers, because
Okay.
yeah. Okay, both daggers. I go in, and because I'm flanking, advantage.
Sure. Well, because there's an
21.
adjacent person as well that is an ally, you get advantage. So
Yes.
21 hits. Yep. And
You're making me nervous with all this dagger talk.
yeah,
Right in between your legs.
right in between the family duels.
Yeah. I rage. Oh.
That is
Yeah,
20
he's already right.
24 damage,
You stab the ice knife.
including. Oh, I was gonna say
Clue.
including. Let's see, sneak attack. So that's how much of that was ice damage. See,
Oh my
17.
God.
So, 7 cold damage. It says right there.
Yes,
Okay, 7 of
7.
it is cold damage, if that
Oh, yeah.
matters.
Yeah, they might. Let's have a little look.
And it's a magical weapon,
It
obviously.
does actually. Well, it would have. But anyway, you stab the thing through the heart, and it sinks into a pile of mush.
Below. So it loses complete form. It goes into.
No, it doesn't. That's just
I
me
gotcha. Yep.
rambling.
Yep.
It falls with an actually really heavy thud to the floor.
Boom.
And the battle
I
is
start
over.
collecting. I start collecting my daggers back.
As you run in with your ice knife, I'm coming in for the killing blow with my chair leg, and I don't realize the thing's hit the ground.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that happened. You can collect your daggers, and of course you guys get a good look at this thing. And I gave you a handout, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. What? I hate to like interrupt the flow. What sort of weapon did this guard that died have?
A long sword. Somebody can take it.
I pick up the longsword and hand it to Gareth.
I will gladly take that.
What is that thing, and why did you bring it here? The guard says.
It was it.
We didn't bring it
definitely
here.
did not bring that here. I would. No.
You were already affected by the time we arrived.
Not that it matters, but can I roll for nature to see if like this thing even seems familiar to me at all?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Disadvantage.
Better than I did on my two nature.
Oh, it doesn't
rolls.
matter. 3 with a +0, so it's as good as disadvantage.
Sure. Yeah, you have never heard of anything like it in your life. This ain't no polar bear, man.
Zakum, you are a much more traveled man. Do you recognize this beast?
I'm not good with the animals of the different parts of the world, but I can give my whirl. I would assume this is an adult, so when I roll this, I want to kind of have a perception that this is probably the adult of the thing we just killed earlier. But I will roll to see if I know what it is. That would be a skill check, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Nature with disadvantage.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Doop. Yeah, you're all right. 8. That was 6 with the -2.
Yeah. No, you don't know.
It's 2 to nature. Dump stat.
Intelligence is not my forte. I'm more charisma based. Yeah.
We know, man. We know. Oh, you mean your character?
I definitely know.
So I don't know if I can
What is
assume that
this
this is a.
What is going
Yeah.
on? And yeah.
Can I assume this is the adult or the adult version of the thing we killed earlier?
Sure.
With the
it
roll I
looks,
just-
has some similarities. For sure.
Since I only rolled with the other thing, I rolled at guessing it what creature could do it, and then I rolled for the baby. I want to roll for the adult too and see if I fail.
Sure. Fine.
All the time. Oh, I mean,
6.
Oh, +4. +4.
Okay.
1d4.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
you got like 10 seconds left on that because it was a minute long.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll roll with it. The only thing that you can say with your combined, you know,
Our
Mental-
one,
mental
our
co-
one orange
one
tabby
brain cell.
yeah.
4 parts of a brain cell.
Deduce that this thing is probably not a native of this plane of existence.
Indeed.
I would
This
like
obviously
to,
doesn't come here.
Drag it over to the infirmary to the brother.
Yeah. Yeah, that's no problem. You can do that.
I'm gonna grab it by a leg and drag it across the hall.
I'm still staring at the thing, so he kind of runs into a locked door. Oh. I'll walk with
Let's
him.
just assume you go back here.
Yeah.
I don't even know where your token is.
We're moving ourselves, I
Guard
think.
comes with you, by the way. He's like, "What's up with this man over here?"
Hey, careful, he's infected.
He's very
He's
near to losing it. This guard is.
He's infected with one of those creatures that just attacked us.
And what is it you have in that jar over there? Because this tadpole has been put in a jar by Brother Eldon. It's too much information for this poor guard. Okay, so you you show this
Careful.
this creature to Brother Eldon. Man, that is a big circle you have. It gets bigger if it's just the one as well. That's a new feature of Roll20, I would say.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're zoomed in on it.
Looks horrified, and then of course he wants to roll as well. I guess that's why you dragged it in here.
Yeah. And to show him that we think this is what that thing will grow up into.
Okay, he says. I think this guard needs to stay here with me.
and then I'll see if he can do anything for my wound.
Okay. We'll have a little investigation here, he says. And he says, yes, you have probably been infected with one of these little fellows now.
Give Gareth a smell.
Wonderful.
He smells decidedly tadpole-like.
Gareth, we're gonna have to leave you here or kill you. You're my best friend. I don't want to leave you.
It's been nice knowing you,
need,
Gareth.
It can be treated, I think. Probably with a lesser restoration spell. Is that something you have, Sakum? Brother Sakum?
I reach out and touch Gareth with the touch him with the lesser restoration spell. Here, this should settle it down.
And your weird orange dot disappears, Gareth. You have been healed.
You see Alexica run over to Zakum, and she just buries her little face and hugs your leg, and you look down at her, and she is like ugly crying. She's so happy.
A pat her in the head.
So,
Just to think you hated me and you stabbed me earlier.
The as you guys are here, you know, you suddenly hear noise faintly from a bit further away here in the place. What do?
You're hearing like a riot type
okay,
noise.
I need to maybe specify a bit. So you hear somebody shouting, and then you hear some clanging noise, and then you think you hear cogs, some sort.
We hear cogs.
Yeah, grinding of gears.
I guess I'm gonna look at one of the guards and go, "What's that?"
You only have one guard in here that is sensible, and he's on the way to lose it as well. That sounds like the gears that raise and lower the bars of the prison cells. He says.
Sound like there's a riot and the prisoner's about to escape.
Normally, so the prison cells are silenced, but
I was gonna say,
part of the machinery is outside of the range of the spell.
Oh, so we would be able to hear that. It's not.
Yes.
I was gonna say, so what happened to the silence spell? But
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
So, what's your thoughts here, Brother Eldon says? Weapons or warden?
Well, I want to clarify: is the sound we're hearing sounding like the gates closing from the outside or opening? Like
No, it sounds like the prison cell doors.
I got you. Okay.
yeah, all we hear is the mechanism working. So.
Working. Okay. Well, Gareth, I think you need your axe before we go any farther.
I agree.
There are other options as well, by the way. This is just the two you've been discussing. You could go and see how Gant is doing, for instance, or prisoner 237.
I mean,
Where was Gant? We left him back in the cafeteria, right?
You haven't met him yet.
We haven't met him yet.
Oh, I got you. I think before we go any farther, we need to get weapons.
We've been on our way to meet him this whole time, and we keep getting sidetracked.
That's right. Prisoner 237. Prisoner 237. I got you. Alright.
I mean, I have this long sword, so. But
I
it'd be
am-
nice to have my axe.
Indeed, I can use some time to pray on it. But AKA
Pray
my
on the
slots are
way.
getting slots are getting thin, but we can it's up to you guys. I say weapons first, then move forward, but you got your makeshift weapons, so
Well, this place is like a maze. Do you remember the way to the armory? I'm gonna look at the guard that's losing it. Which one is the armory?
The armory, so where your weapons were stored. Did you come in the north or the south entrance? He says confusedly. You came in
south.
through the south entrance, yeah. So he says fastest way there is through the prison. Just go straight south through the prison and then exit the prison to the south, and then take the first. You'll end up in a door, well, by a door. You go straight ahead through that door, and then it's the first door on the left.
Did you get all that, Alexia?
I was typing notes. No, I wasn't paying attention at all.
Just head south, he says, basically.
All right, I'll log it out.
So as you poke your head out there and look out, you see a really strange scene as a queen. So there are 3 guards here, first of all. They appear to be so when you come out, they're sort of discussing together. Okay, well, we need to head in together with the spears, you know, and get the prisoners back in their cells. And you see beyond them, you see like prisoners running around, fighting with each other, fighting with the guards, but no sound escapes. You know, quite weird.
Yep.
And you see another thing too. You see this door here. Sorry, I can't ping it. This door here. You see
Yep,
it
okay.
randomly opening and closing. Like that.
But there's probably like guards running by it, huh?
There are guards running to and fro, and prisoners. Oh, here, back up, he says, this guard here. Right, men. Oh, you're not guards. Who are you guys? Oh, you're the guests. Get back to your cells. The prison is on lockdown.
We got bigger problems in the infirmary. We need to get to our weapons, or we will all die here.
Roll persuasion. I think it's so cool, Zakum, that you just had a lesser restoration hanging about like that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
It's the
Yes, the situation is pretty bad. I wouldn't recommend. Well, I mean, you do as you please, of course, but I wouldn't recommend going through the prison to get to your weapons. But it's up to you.
Fair enough. Beware of the infirmary. There's a monster parasite thing, that chest burster kind of thing. Close this door behind us.
Beware of stuff falling from the ceiling too.
And get word to the warden.
They're starting to look super worried. Warden, he says, have you seen that door opening and closing? I'm not sure there's a warden left. That's where the warden is, behind that door, and up a couple of stairs.
I look at my compadres. This is not good.
Right, fellows, if the infirmary is not safe, he says, we need to head into the prison. It's the safest place to be. And they sort of start running in here. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, as they run in, a thing drops from the roof, right in between them. Same sort of thing that you fought, and it's just wreaking havoc.
Let's take the left passage quickly to our weapons.
So, if you recall, you can probably go. You think?
I remember.
My thing.
I think it was the right
outside.
wing.
We go this way,
Outside.
right? And round.
Wow, 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 wow. Guess who's
so
back?
Basically, you can. You don't see anything that's really in the hallways. It's dark. The red pulsing light is going on. Okay.
Continue south.
Are you? Yep.
Does it continue south?
South.
Yep. Okay. Through the passageway. Looking down this way.
Yep. It all looks fine.
Alright, run to the end and peek
as you come
around.
nearer there. Oh, stop. You passed
yep.
this door here.
Oh, I got you, sorry.
As you walk past there, there's a guard lieutenant stood here. He's clearly beset by something. We can even go so far as to give him a little dot here to mark that.
I can't even see that area. It's like a black
It's-
fog.
Yeah, there's a shadow
is it?
there.
I can just see the outline of his
There we
token.
go. Here he is.
But, yeah.
And he goes. He goes. The blue one will rise.
Oh, that
The blue
guy.
one will rise.
Well,
Prisoner
he's a
99.
boss.
Yeah, it's down here your weapons are. In fact, they're in here, so you need to go left and then left.
Alright, kind
You
of.
can do that, no problem. The door opens.
Gotta
This door
sneak
opens
up.
when you come down to it. You sneak up. Yeah, you can roll stealth.
I can't see the door. If you can see the stream, it's all shadow. I can't even see the door to open it.
Okay.
There you go.
You guys need some
There.
sort of light source. It's open.
Got it now. Okay. And I
guard
believe
room.
this.
It's
Yep.
empty. Very empty. You see some spatters of blood on the floor here. But you also see your weapons up here on the north wall.
Grab the
Yay.
weapons.
Are there any extra weapons?
Yes, there are a few extra weapons, normal weapons. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? There are mainly
daggers?
spears and long swords. There are a couple of shields if you need them.
Daggers?
Sure, there are a couple. Okay, so now, as you stand there and sort of put your weapons on, something happens.
Of course.
All the light in the place starts flickering and go out.
I cast light.
All right, cool.
20-foot
Okay,
radius.
Light torch.
I have a but isn't
I got
light
cantrip.
cantrip though, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Save your torches, my friend.
for you. I just need to remove a bunch of lights here.
It's all good. I can't remember how many torches we had. I think it was we combined them like 60 of them. We used some for a fire. I don't remember how many got left.
Well, we burned quite a few of them. But
Okay.
I think you had more though, yeah.
yeah. We had I think we had 60 combined just with the three of us.
Yeah.
I'm down to
I just read it. I just read the spell. I need an object in my hand, so I take a torch, but I use the cast spell to cast a light from the spell.
there you go.
I need something in my hand. So. I need the object to
So
touch.
you emit, how much light do you emit? 15 or
20 foot
15 or-
20 foot radius and dim light for additional 20.
Okay, is this like dark, or is this dark vision dark?
This is dark. Yes,
Okay.
it's pitch black, except for the very bright and pleasantly non-red light suddenly emitting from Zakum's whatchamacallit.
Oh, better light than the red.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Heard that the red light's good for your complexion. Antimicrobial or something like that.
I'm completely covered from head to toe with mask and cloth.
I don't even know what you're saying.
The words are not understanding out of my mouth.
No, her.
Oh.
Anti-Micah something, whatever she said.
Where to now you think we should go? I think this place is on lockdown. And
I'm gonna grab.
I don't.
I'm gonna grab 2 spears while we're in here.
Cool.
I'm a little upset that a spear only has a 5-foot range.
That is a bit silly, man.
I think it's got the same range as a javelin. The only nice thing is a spear can be used melee where a javelin can't.
Yeah. That is a bit silly. I agree. Doesn't it even have a 10-foot reach?
No, it's got a 5-foot reach, and it only does a D6. It does a D8 two-handed, but it only does a D6. You would think they'd at least give you a 10-foot range.
Yeah.
Well, how long a spear you think it is? I think that's about right. It's 5 foot, right? So, I guess, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I
but I have a 5-foot range unarmed attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a victim of the square system.
Yeah.
Or the grid system. Alright. So, where to next? Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
That is the
I say
question.
we leave.
I agree. I say we leave. This place is a lost cause. Not worth
I
it.
think we at least get to. Well, let's get at least to Grant, get our information, then we can get prisoner 237. I'm
you
sorry,
want to go
cut
have
up.
an interview with somebody who is in that prison, that hell.
Well, the bigger problem.
Red creature, but you're like, wait, everybody, calm down. We're going to have an interview. No interruptions.
Well, the bigger thing is the rhyme. We need to get to the bottom of it.
Well, if he has been estranged from the Brotherhood, as has been said, then he might not have any information that's worthwhile anyway.
Well, I vote for C. Grant. You never know until you ask. There's a reason why his name.
I mean, I don't even know who Grant is.
Oh, prisoner 237. I thought the name was given out because we said the name and they gave us the prison number.
It is, but it is definitely not
It's not
Grant.
Grant.
Grant?
Yeah.
Oh, Gant. I'm sorry. I have my notes. My note says Grant.
He's just screwing with you.
Both y'all are out.
She's just biding her time until you DM again, and then
Then I kill her. Well, yeah.
Oh, what's new? You always picked on my dog anyway.
I vote. I cast my lot. As I
think
got the
it's
shocking
Gareth,
grasp.
then.
I don't know. I have my weapons back. I guess if we need to go speak to Gant or whatever his name is, we can do that. 237.
Do you remember where his cell was? I think the warden told us.
I don't remember where we are.
It's not like we were ever told where he was, other than he's in the populace.
And
Potentially.
judging
I don't
from all
even
the
know that.
commotion in the prison, he's probably not in it anymore.
Exactly. Just go out there and start yelling his name. Maybe he'll come.
All right, you first. I'll hold you up for bait.
No.
His name in a silence field.
Yeah, see?
You would
Yeah,
have to
definitely.
yell outside of it. So then you can hear it inside of it, right? It's
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, the red light's off.
Weird
I'm
stuff.
assuming. That's a good question. The red light's off. I wonder if the spell broke.
Well, the red light was an alarm. It wasn't a spell. I don't think.
Ah, that's right.
It was a spell.
right.
It was continued light
Oh,
spells.
it was.
They're gone.
Do we
True,
hear any
good-
fighting?
No, you don't. It seems like the silence spell is still in effect.
Or they're all dead.
All that.
Very true. It will be a difficult task to find out where this prisoner is in the first place, let alone in the middle of a riot. All right. I changed my vote. I vote to leave.
Oh, now you had me all hyped up to go find this guy.
Well, I'm thinking through it. The difficulty of one, finding where he's located, what cell he's in, anybody alive left to tell us. And we're about to walk into the lion's den, essentially.
I don't know. The giant red frogs are enough to make me want to leave.
I agree. We should leave.
I can only imagine what the blue one is everyone keeps speaking about.
So it's decided. Yes.
Yeah, I believe so,
I was
yes.
100% for leaving. Gareth, I was thinking we would just leave without him anyway.
I speak with a voice of
Open the
authority.
door to the prison.
I mean, we barely know him.
He has saved both of our lives multiple times, but you want to know if he wants to walk into the mouth of the beast, we cannot stop him.
You open the doors to the prison, and the white of the snow, even in the dusk, you know, is kind of blinding after all this dark. And you sort of head out, and the door closes behind you. You sort of head out, and yeah, it's a clear sky out there. It's beautiful. You know, apart from the fact that it's not quite sunny, you know, but it's the middle of the day or so, yeah, you hear sound of fighting faintly from behind the walls. But you guys, where do you head?
It is rather a shame. I would have liked to have spoke with him, but the information that we would glean from him would be useless if we were dead, and I fear that having enemies all around us in there was a bad idea.
Indeed,
Especially
it was a
ones
wise
that
move.
That could turn on us at any moment. The person fighting next to us could all of a sudden scream about blue people and attack us.
You could just simply say it was a wise move. Which direction do we head now, though? What was your task before I arrived?
See, this place.
Well, it would be nice to
Yeah,
get
we
some
were-
more
we just
supplies.
Well, supplies are a few days away.
Hmm.
Would we
don't
go
have
and collect
much.
the axe beaks from like the stables outside?
Hmm.
Is there any firewood that happens to be sitting about?
Sure. Yeah, there's a couple of days worth of firewood.
Is there a spare axe beam for our friend?
Didn't you have?
Well, shoot. She was right with me last time because she was small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You find 5 days worth of firewood.
Nice.
5 days. 5 days. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, so is the plan just to get back to, I don't know, Lonelywood or Koenig or something, Dwarven Valley?
I'm trying to think of what else we have to do.
You have loads. So I mean, let's see here. You have being ambassadors to the Duragar, somewhere around here. You think that is?
Yes, we have the goblin emissaries, the Durkar emissaries.
Goblin emissaries is somewhere around here-ish.
Where? Sorry.
Okay, you need to zoom out the map if you want to zoom out.
It's all very far south of where we are.
Yeah.
Will you ping again?
Can you ping again?
Yeah.
All right. So Duragar is around here somewhere. You have a
Okay.
beep on the map. Goblins is around here somewhere. Southwest of where you're at now.
I don't even see that one.
I wasn't
You
seeing
haven't
it.
got, okay, I'll focus you guys to here. That help?
No. Your thing is like I don't know why I can't see your thing.
What's
I
pink?
see one. I see one blue circle. That's Garrus.
Yeah, I saw
Never
this one here.
Yeah. Okay, if you just go as far west as you can from that place, Corby, you're sort of here. Can you not see that?
Hey, I see you. You're here.
Yes. Somewhere around there. So that's one thing. You've also heard rumors. Yeah. So this blue circle, you've heard some rumors about that place. And then if we go far to the northeast, you also heard some rumors about this place. This is where.
Stop it, map. Sorry, where will you ping it again? Oh, okay, there. I see.
Yeah.
All right, so
So those things are off the top of my head, but it's all in your paper at home.
you got something
All
there.
that is
What's the giant's treasure? Which thing is that on my map or on my stuff?
here. That's.
No, I meant like what quest is that?
Oh, okay. It's a rumor you guys have heard. Let's see if I can find it, but not now. So I'll find it for next time.
Okay.
So
Well, how far were we from the Black Cabin? About 3 days, right? About 3 days we traveled to get here from the Black
Yeah.
Cabin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
that
we're
seems
good
like
3
a good
days
first
from anywhere, guys. So.
well, I say we head back
Well,
to
now
at
at
least
least we
somewhat.
We have a path to follow now, at least. A trail.
Trails don't last too long out here in the tundra.
At least we know that it's not rocky and full of crevasses and cold water.
Yes, stay away from the seashore or sea of moving ice. I say we head back to the Black Cabin and from there Lonelywood and regroup, resupply. 3 days travel,
Yeah, so
probably another day's travel to Lonelywood from there. Roughly speaking, we got 5 days of firewood. At least we get in the forest regions, but.
all right.
That's
Sounds
my
like a
choice.
plan to me.
Yeah. Because everything
So
else,
you
if I
guys,
understand, is either east or southwest of the towns anyway. Maybe I'll pick up
Yeah.
another beak or so. What do they call them things? Mounts.
Axe Peak.
Axe beaks.
So you travel on this quite straight road that you can make it out, even though it is over snowed and things. And you climb up this this ridge that was around here, and you look back over Revel's End. And as you do, something extremely odd happens. You see suddenly a light in the sky. And Sakum, you know something about the stars, maybe, and you definitely, that is not a star. That is too big and it's moving. And then you see another one and another one, and then they become balls of fire in the sky, and they go bigger and bigger, and they're meteors, and they just descend on the prison in a big ass explosion.
No, we got out of there just in
Indeed.
time.
Indeed. Definitely a wise move. Can I roll anything from Arcana? Oh.
Sure. Yeah, you can roll Arcana. You can also roll Arcana. Anybody who's trained in it can roll. I believe that includes Gareth.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I work at a school about Arcana. Can I roll at disadvantage?
Sure. How do you not have Arcana?
I have no. I'm a history.
Sakun, it was probably a spell of Meteor Storm.
Spell a meteor. Okay, so I relay that to the groups like this looks something like I recognized before. A cast spell of meteors. Very unnatural. What wizard would be powerful enough to cast that? Something from the Arcane Brotherhood? Maybe our prisoner 237?
I think perhaps they were trying to silence him by destroying the prison.
I think he cast it to save himself, his own skin, since the ward of the prison probably collapsed.
We do know that he was. Let me double check. Oh, let's see.
Velishgan.
That's it.
She was
Hold on a
the.
second.
She was white or gray skinned. Something like that. If I remember correctly.
No, you're thinking of Villain Harpel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah.
the one that we learned that was
Right,
the
yeah.
abjuration?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Evocation.
Alright, but anyway, I think that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Nice.
Nice. As he fades
I was just
away to
thinking
black.
he was-
Then,
And he was an
I survived another
abjuration.
week.
You did. You
Shoot.
you were infected with the.
Sid was minuscule. Sid was a minuscule egg.
I would say a little here. I'm surprised you were surprised that I have lesser restoration. It's the best heal in the game that you get.
yes, it is.
To
yeah,
not have that as a healer, you should slap yourself on the hand.
Yeah, no, the reason I'm surprised though is because we
That's
played
good,
like
though.
50 episodes without a healer, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've been in many
that
ones
was,
with healers. I've been in many ones with healers that never had that spell.
Yeah, that's
They
fair
never-
enough.
Yeah.
This restoration is ace for sure. Very handy.
We've
Saving gap.
had healers that didn't have cure wounds prepared.
Yeah, did have cure wounds, yes. Yeah.
I mean, valid life choice to just have healing word, I suppose.
Yep.
Yep, no.
Oh, let me.
Well, I'd like to thank Oza if you're still around. Thank you for the raid. Hope you come back
Yeah,
next
thanks for the
week. Nobody stuck around. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Drop the links. I see Chaotic is playing, so we can go raid Chaotic again. It seems to be like a Friday tradition.
Yes.
Sounds good. So hop
Okay.
on, guys.
Well, yeah, thank you very much, guys, for sticking with it. I hope you liked my remake of Revel's End.
Yes, that was really
Was that
fun.
all
I
homebrew?
love the investigation. Yeah, most of us homebrew, I think. We're rating with 7.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
We're ready to go. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.